This is really gross, but dirty trash cans can pose a serious health risk to you and your family. The pungent smell can attract rats and flies, not to mention maggots, both of which can contain dangerous diseases transferable to humans. Your dirty trash can is susceptible to harboring dangerous bacteria. Contact Brandon at Fitz Trash Bin Cleaning today at 440-752-1533 or find them on Facebook. Veteran owned and operated and eco-friendly. Again, call Brandon at 440-752-1533.
Warning. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are those solely of the creator. They are not the opinions of Redline Radio, LLC, or its owners. Parental discretion is strongly advised.
MICAH Beats.
Welcome to Just Therapy, where we talk about life with a comedy twist. With your hosts, comedian Sean Boyd, Antonio Ferguson, and Miss KT. We talk about a whole bunch of shit from politics to people actually taking shits. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the therapy session. Man, this be dope. Make a motherfucker want to rap. I can't rap, man. Hold on, here we go. I can't rap. I really can't. But come sit down on the couch with us. Man, I can't rap. Come to the couch. Enjoy the show. Let's go.
It was at the beginning last week. It's at the beginning of this one too, huh? Just another day on the couch, talking about all the problems of today. Welcome back to another episode of Just Therapy. I am your host, comedian Sean Boyd, as always in the motherfucking building, y'all. My co-host, Miss KT, is out. She is at home with the sister kids in Cali. Wink, wink. It was funny how she was asking for prayers for safe travel and everything, even though she always on the red eye and shit. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, couchers? We are in the building once again. Timmy on the ones and twos. Timmy, how you doing, brother?
I'm good, man. I had a really busy day, but it was like a good, productive day. So it was dope.
Okay. A busy day, but productive. That's always good. That is always
How you?
Good. I'm here. I am here. I'm blessed. Being blessed living life. I'm here, man. I'll be all right. I'm good.
For sure.
Life goes on. Shit. But no, I'm here, man. I'm all right. Work wasn't too bad, so, and as always, the guest that I have we were doing pretty much like a throwback episode, a blast from the past, as the radio announcers like to do. On Z1079, a blast from the past. 10 minutes before the top of the hour.
It's really good.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Ferguson was supposed to be back on the couch. He should have been here by now, but I don't know. Maybe the door's locked, but who knows? We got some couches in the building. I see Ashley T in the building. Tails on the ground in the building. What's going on, Tails on the motherfucking ground? I see we got some other couches in the building. His camera do not go on. Correct? Oh, well, I don't get, well, whatever, motherfucker. Mr. Ferguson finally got into the building.
Yo.
Blast from the fucking past. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, and you?
Hey, I'm here. That's what I just said. I'm here, being blessed, loving life. Oh, ready to get another therapy session in. It is another beautiful Monday evening, y'all. I didn't even do that at the beginning. So Tails on the ground say he chilling. I appreciate you. I seen Tails on Saturday. I'll talk about that when we get into the recap. Timmy had a good day. How was your day, sir?
It was good. Just coaching football. Another day working, slinging fish tanks.
Okay, there you go. All right.
You?
Yeah, I'm, slinging them dumbass packages. So FedEx is stupid as fuck. I've said this plenty of times. Because they want to keep up with the Joneses, which makes no sense to me.
Aren't they the Joneses?
UPS maybe, but maybe Amazon is taking over. Who the fuck knows? Either way, today started the first day where we got to take a picture of the package on their porch or front door, whatever the fuck, right? So I'm just snapping a picture, walking away. So all my pictures is blurry because I don't give a fuck. Like, fuck you. I did find a loophole and to not have to take a picture, but I probably can't do that for like 100+ stops. So
hopefully your manager doesn't listen to the
I
podcast.
don't give a fuck. Fire me, bitch. Please.
That's an Amazon thing, by the way. Taking the picture.
Yeah, no shit. I know. But it's dumb as fuck because that just, that doesn't do anything. Mr. Ferguson
If it
is
gets delivered to the wrong house, it's still fucked up.
yeah, because you don't take a picture of the fucking address, you just take a picture of the
Of the
fucking
box.
box on the
Right.
ground.
Right.
They don't want you to have an address in the picture. Like, it's fucking stupid. Leave money over here on the side in the building. Mr. Ferguson, this is the first time you guys get to actually see Mr. Ferguson. Last time you saw Mr. Ferguson, first time was at the Suicide Awareness Fundraiser, which is coming up November 14th. I picked the date. It's the second Monday in November. I forgot what day it is. The 14th. I was right, fuckers. All right. So November 14th at the Funny Side Comedy Club, 1757 State Road, Cuyahoga Falls, Ohio. It is the 11th annual Suicide Awareness Fundraiser, featuring me and my friends. I'm not sure who's going to be on the show, so don't ask yet.
I'm getting a 5-minute spot on there.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I only put funny motherfuckers on the stage, so gotta have some jokes, bastard. No. It's gotta be funny. You be up there and don't get no laugh, you gonna want to come out quick as fuck. So, oh shit, we are here. Let's get into the nitty gritty, man. We always start with the recap on what we did or how our week and weekend was. I start us off as I always do. Friday, picked up little mama from her brother's house and shit after work, and went to go get some food from Petey Coupler. She cooked some banging ass fucking food. Petey, that's her name, Petey Coupler.
Oh, I thought that was a place.
No. So she wanted to do a food truck, which I was like, do the food truck shit, but you know how food trucks, it was more costly than it was gonna, as far as the truck, I guess it was a piece of shit, the one she was looking at. So hopefully she'll get that shit going. But man, she can cook her ass off. Last week I had some meatloaf, homemade meatloaf with some mashed potatoes, a roll, and green beans. Good.
Where's she at?
That's what I'm saying.
In the Akron area.
I'm a big boy. I like to eat.
So all you have to do is put in your request for your order, because she's on Facebook.
Okay.
And she tells you what she has, and then you just place your order. And a lot of times, it's real inexpensive. This past Friday, I got pulled pork, which was fucking delicious. She like fucking air seals this shit, and that shit was good as fuck.
Like, how late is she open? Like,
unless you're doing deliveries, I don't know.
I'm talking about like,
I think 6
leave
o'clock is the latest. Is pickups. I don't know. She was just on here. So,
what's her name?
Petey Coupler. Petey, chime in. You got some food today? But she ain't gonna be open. Not that late. But so that was Friday. Came home, fed little mama. We chilled. I think I watched Gray Man on Friday. I can't remember what day. I think it was Friday. But good movie. Good movie. Shit was dope. Saturday, woke up. Gray Man.
That's a really good movie.
Yeah.
I like that one.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
That shit was dope, man.
He's actually a decent actor.
I forgot who it was.
I just know him from other films, but he's actually a decent actor, and he played a role that I didn't expect from him. Like he's like that action hero type. Like it's almost like what's the one guy that Keanu Reeves played?
Oh, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, the role he plays, like John Wick.
Oh,
it's
John
almost
Wick.
like a John Wick type dude.
Well, that character, yeah. Was,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He
similar to
usually
John
doesn't
Wick.
play that type of character. He usually
I forgot the dude's
goofball.
name.
But yeah,
But no, he did.
played
He
it well.
did good. He did good in that movie. It was good.
Ryan Gosling.
There you go, Ryan Gosling. Is that the guy from The Notebook?
Yes.
That's why I know the name. I've never seen The Notebook though. So.
Great movie.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I'll take your word and everybody else's word for it. I'm not gonna watch it. But so yeah, so Saturday woke up, cooked breakfast, went to go watch some softball. Went to go support my guy, Tails on the Ground. I got to see him get a hit and then get a walk. So that was cool because his on base percentage, from what I saw, was outstanding. I see him up at that twice. Talked to him for a little bit, then he had to bounce. Then we left. We didn't even watch a whole fucking game. We watched a little bit of his game. All right, Lee, good to see you, brother. And then watched another game of two pretty good teams, and then we left, man. We went home and made lunch, and then we jumped on the trampoline. Then it started raining, so we was jumping on the trampoline in the rain, which was fun as shit. And then it started raining harder, and little mama didn't want to get off. I'm like, look, I don't want to get soaked. Let's go, because we was already wet. But it was definitely fun. Then yesterday went to church and chilled with little mama. That's it. So
Y'all still go to the
Jimmy
the
motherfucking Jones in the building. What's
I wasn't
good?
talking- I
fam?
wasn't asking questions. But
No, Jimmy Jones, that guy right there, that was my motherfucker when I worked at a place called Info Cision. That was the Fairlawn location. But what was you saying, sir?
I don't remember. It must not have been that. Oh, y'all still at the same church in Barberton?
Yes.
Okay.
Liberty Tabernacle.
Yeah,
still there.
that's a good dude.
Yes. Pastor Risby is the shit. What
I
up,
wouldn't say that about
Jimmy?
the pastor though, but yeah.
What? Well, he the shit. Info Prison, Jimmy Jones. That's my guy right there, man. Jimmy, we gotta hook up, have a beer or something, man. That's my guy right there, man. So how was your weekend, Mr. Ferguson?
It was good. Coach football, of course. Now that football season's back on, team I coached for, we played a team, one of the top teams from Canada. So
How'd that go?
it was good. We started out pretty rough on varsity. We had a rough start, but at the end we pulled away. We had one of the best running backs in the country.
Did y'all win?
Yeah, it was a tough game, but we won 44-20. And
And this is why I hate niggas.
why? It was a tough game.
It was
I
a
said, did
tough
y'all
game. We
win?
won 44 to
Man,
20.
It was a tough game.
If you saw the
but
game,
we
you
won.
understand.
But we won.
We
44-20.
we do have one of the top running backs, amazing running back, one of the best running backs in the country. He ran for 392 yards.
Golly.
Last year he ran for 3,000 yards, and this is his senior season.
Nice.
So this was the first game he ran for 392 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still
So
calling
they
you
couldn't-
Ferguson Carter.
So they couldn't tackle, is what you saying?
No, they
He said
this
they was
dude's
the
just different.
number one team
Yep.
from Canada.
Yep.
Wow.
Number one
Y'all
high school.
spanked them like that.
We did not spank them. The score is
40-22.
The score is deceiving.
All right.
It was for a while. It was 20-28,
Okay.
and then, like I said, our
Y'all
running
just-
back just broke 2 big runs, and each one was a touchdown.
And it ended up being a blowout. Okay.
These were in all fourth quarter touchdowns.
Oh,
So I don't know. It
Oh,
depends
all
on
right.
how you look at it. The game wasn't comfortable until the end. So
Okay. All right. But y'all won.
yeah,
But it was a tough game.
yeah.
Okay.
And then we had varsity, JV and freshmen on Saturday, so that took up most of my day.
Tails on the Ground said, was there anyone else getting the damn ball? Jeez.
Yeah, yeah. Our other running back, he ran for over 100 yards, and
Damn. Two running backs over 100 yards.
Yeah, I mean, but that our
They
senior,
was the number one team.
yeah,
In Canada.
but you got to understand this running back is different. Like he's different. You may see him on Sundays.
That's what's up.
So I mean, I'm really proud of him. He's one of the most humble, fun. Like he's a fun kid to play. Like on Thursday, the freshman was doing walkthroughs, and he's just goofing around with the freshmen. Like he's a really humble kid.
That's good.
Great kid.
So that was your weekend?
Pretty much, it was all football. But then my 15-year-old turns 16 tomorrow.
Hey,
So I wanna
happy
give
birthday, nephew.
Give a shout out to Caleb, and he
Happy
had
birthday, nephew.
in his game he had 4 sacks and 3 tackles. They beat a team 55-8.
55. Okay, so that wasn't a tough game.
No, that was not a tough game. It was 44-0 at halftime. So, but I think the reason why is they have a good team,
shit,
but
yeah.
it's Ellett that they beat, and I don't know if you know Ellett was in a paper because they lost
They coach.
their coach,
I
but
remember.
they also lost players because
We did a topic on them in one of our early episodes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You don't remember that? Yeah, of course not. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, yeah. So they lost their coach because one of their kids passed away in the pool.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. So
That wasn't recently though?
yeah, it was real recent, like this month. At the beginning of this month, and their coach had been on suspension. They lost like 6 or 7.
Oh,
of
so
their-
this a different school because we talked about a school that got in trouble.
Yeah, this is different. We
The
talked
coach got in
about
trouble.
Camp McKinley.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's sad.
Yeah, but
And it was like a field trip or something.
yeah,
right?
it was an unsanctioned field trip, is why he got fired.
Ew.
But this coach was a really good guy.
Right.
I've met him a couple of times, and their assistant coaches used to coach with me at the high school I'm at.
Right.
So
Okay.
they have a tough road ahead of them, but with the coaching staff they still have there, they'll be able to pull out something.
Damn. That
So they lost players to like 3 neighboring schools, unfortunately.
because the coach is gone.
Yeah. So
Hmm.
everybody kind of jumped ship. So
Yeah.
they'll
yeah.
pull it together.
Yeah. Tierra Monique, what's good? What's going on with you? Oh, big shout out to our guest last week, just playing around on Tick. My guy Leon Spinks, no relation. That was a good episode.
Leon Spinks.
No relation.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say,
Yeah,
How was
that-
that?
that's
How was
why-
that uppercut?
That's why I put no relation on the end of his name. Oh shit. And let's keep it going, man. We always do one childhood memory so the couchers can continue to get into our lives. And we like to talk about what we did growing up. Mr. Ferguson, go ahead and start us off, brother. Give us a childhood memory, bro.
Childhood memory. So one of my favorite things was, since you brought up Leon Spinks, was boxing.
Yeah.
Growing up, and I used to box, and I was pretty decent. And I learned one of the most humbling lessons.
Getting your ass whooped.
No, actually,
Okay.
I'm one of those realists. I keep it 100. I've only lost 2 fights in my life.
I mean, if you in the boxing, I mean, it's it can happen.
it does happen.
It ain't
like
street fighting,
Yeah, and so I know one of the most humbling experiences I had was losing a fight that you didn't lose, but you had to take it on the chin and grow from it. And one of my biggest regrets is that I quit boxing because of that,
Okay.
because of that loss, because I didn't like the.
Was it like a technical?
No, I dropped the kid twice,
Okay.
but power punches doesn't count as much as taps.
Okay.
And so even though I dropped them, it counted as just like a normal point. Whereas if this
10-9 round.
No, that's not the way amateur boxing's tallied.
Oh,
So
really?
every time, like, let's say I just touch your shoulder 20 times
Mm-hmm.
and you hit me with a power punch, it's the same as me touching your shoulder once.
Oh, wow. That's stupid.
Yeah. And so that's the way amateur boxing. That's why people talk about Mike Tyson losing in amateur boxing. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's a power puncher.
Gotcha.
And so you got on headgear, you're not going to knock everybody out with amateur boxing.
Right.
And so, I mean, even though he did during his time, he knocked quite a few people out, but he lost some because of the technicality of like them just touching him.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I lost that fight, and I knew I won mentally, but it took a lot out of me. So one of my biggest regrets is not having someone around me that says, you're going to rebound from this, keep going. And so with me coaching now, that's one of the things that I try to instill into the kids and my kids is just because you had that one bad experience, you got to keep going.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's just some child experience that I wanted to share with everyone so that, they keep going.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it. That's all I got. How about yours?
That's your childhood memory.
Yeah.
All right.
Here's a childhood memory. Like, shit haunts me still. What?
Oh shit. Oh man. My childhood memory this week is one of the fights that I had in my front yard. Got off the bus. This kid was talking shit, and he hit me in my nose. And that was the first time I ever been hit in the nose. And that shit hurt. Especially as a kid. And you know what I'm saying? You used to dodging that shit. And I got it's motherfucker hit me. And I wasn't even ready. This motherfucker hit me in my nose, fucked me up. And I went in the house and was pissed. And they was like, you better go back outside or you gonna get your ass whooped when you come in. So I had to go back outside and whoop his ass. Because I didn't want two ass whoopings. Like, what the fuck? That's some bullshit. I ain't about to get my ass beat and then get my ass beat in the house. Like, that's fucking bullshit. That was child abuse.
My brother once called a timeout in the middle of a street fight.
Really? Tails on the Ground said the live feed is a little fuzzy. Hopefully it's better now. I don't see it on our end. Oh no, I do see it on the Facebook Live. We are a little fuzzy. That's weird. I don't know what we can do about that one.
Maybe it's because y'all finally put my ugly mug on there. I'm
probably so. That probably is big possibilities.
I took everything off the Wi-Fi. Maybe that'll help.
Oh, you had shit on the Wi-Fi? Oh yeah, because the Wi-Fi was down on here. What else was on the Wi-Fi? Let's not let the Wi-Fi go out. Then we're gonna be fucked up for 5 minutes. All right, and as always, we like to do flowers while they're still here. Instead of being conditioned to give people flowers while they dead and gone, we like to give flowers to people while they can still smell the roses on this side of the dirt. Mr. Ferguson, who you giving your flowers to today, brother?
There's a guy in Akron. He's a really good coach. And not only coach, he mentors anybody he comes in contact with. And one of the things that he teaches is you don't teach people to learn what you're teaching them. You teach them to be able to teach others. And his name's Carlos Clipper. Great guy. And lately he's took me under his wing, and a lot of things that he teaches you applies to not only like sports and things of that nature, but to life. And so I just want to give a shout out to him while he's still on this earth. Good guy.
All right.
So don't teach people to learn what you're teaching them. Teach them to be able to teach others. I think that's huge.
Say that again. You said don't teach what? Don't learn the what? What the fuck? I wish we had like a rewind button, because it sounded like
actually a good message.
It sounded like it didn't come out right. Say it again though.
Don't teach people to learn the position. Teach people to be able to teach others.
Don't teach people to learn the position. Teach people to be able to teach others.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
Once that hits you,
I get it. No, I get it. I get it. It just sounded like it came out wrong.
No, it came out right.
Or my ears didn't receive it right.
It's your ears, man. It's your ears, bro.
The delivery could be a little.
Hey, a lot better. A lot better.
But we with you.
We are with you.
We with you.
I don't know you, but still fuck both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's Timmy on the one. Timmy actually been on the podcast longer than you have now.
Still fuck him. I don't.
Your name's still on everything, and it's on the intro and everything. I gotta do a new intro.
You know what's funny about that?
What,
one of the reasons why I couldn't be on the podcast was because of coaching.
Uh-huh.
He wait until coaching season come back up to invite me back.
That ain't.
That's a fact.
Don't
That's
be-
a fact.
No,
That's a fact.
you was always busy as fuck.
Nah, man.
With building that fish store that never opened.
It did open. It's still open.
No fish store.
It's still open. What is you talking about?
It ain't no fish store.
Oh, the one down here.
Yeah, the pet
Oh, they got. Hey,
You did
I did
all
my
that
part.
work.
I did my part.
You did all that work, and they was like, "Yeah, we don't need no fish." What the fuck y'all doing? Allegedly.
It's a pet store, but if you need some marijuana,
Oh shit. Oh man, that's funny. My flowers, I was trying to stall because I didn't know who the fuck I was giving my flowers to. I still really don't know who I'm giving my flowers to. Let's see who's deserving of some flowers. Let's go with, I'll give flowers to my son, Adonis Boyd. I'll give him some flowers. Because the road he has traveled as a kid, being born at 1 pound 11 ounces and still defying the odds, because it was like it's a 90% chance your son won't make it. And I'm like, you know what, y'all do what y'all do, we do what we do, we just pray. And that little motherfucker be 25 December 10th. That dude is such a musical genius. It's crazy. Like, he taught himself how to play the guitar, taught himself how to play the drums. He was literally the kid from Drumline. He can hear it, he can play it. Couldn't read music to save his fucking life, but phenomenal musician. And he's still doing his damn thing. I still like, in the bad part about it is like, he's a phenomenal drummer and he's a phenomenal guitarist. Like, he's great at both of them. But to see him in his element on the drums, that little motherfucker has done some shit. I was like, this motherfucker just blindfolded himself and played the fucking drums. Like, who does that shit? Like, straight showman. So definitely Adonis Boyd, you are getting your flowers today.
He's such a great kid, man.
That's the shirt I got on too. He's stupid as shit, but he's a great kid.
Yeah, I still can't get over the fact he didn't invite you to the wedding, or
I mean, you really bring up old shit to piss me off and shit. I love him to death. Love him to death. That's my firstborn. Yeah,
that's my dude, man.
He's my favorite son. Because I only got 2 kids, a boy and a girl. So he's my favorite son. No, I love him to death, man. I'm always here for him and shit. But that's my guy. So all right, let's go, man. Let's get into the shit, man. Yeah, we there already, huh?
Yeah, we flying through there.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of the show, motherfuckers. What's the first topic we got on?
Woman calls brother ends badly.
Brothers, plural. I don't know if anybody's seen this or heard about this. Timmy, you heard about this?
Yeah, I've seen it and heard it.
In Detroit, it happened maybe a couple weeks ago. So the girl gets into it with her kid's father. I don't know what happened, but she had the bright idea to call her brothers to come over to this man's house to, I guess, beat him up, rough him up, check him, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But you go to this man's house, his castle.
That's a no-no.
In Detroit.
Yeah.
They go in the house, and it's a video of this shit too. I didn't want to send the video because that shit's pretty fucking graphic. But they go in the house, and all you hear is pop, 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 pop. And they running out, and the one brother falls down the stairs and don't get up.
Mm.
One of the brothers is in critical condition. The other brother actually died.
Mm.
So the reason why I bring this story up, tragic story, right? Who's at fault here? The kid's father for shooting the brothers?
No.
Or the girl who called her brothers and ended up getting one of her brothers killed and the other one critically injured?
You got to blame the girl simply because if your sister calls you, that means something's up, and you're gonna come running.
You are.
I mean, any man is gonna do that for their sibling. Like if you call me, I'm be there.
Oh, it's going down. I remember I called you one day and I was like, hey, we got to go to Massillon to go get the kids. This motherfucker came out with the strap and everything. I was like, it ain't, we don't need the strap. I left mine at home. But he brought it anyway.
I know the situation. I know what I was walking into.
And I'm like, we going to the police station to go get the kids. So, but yeah, you was on it. I called you up and
It is what
I
it
said,
is.
let's we rolling. You was like, all right, let's go.
Yeah, I'm one of those people that's gonna ask what car we driving.
Right. Oh, that's just like when my son called me to his apartment by Highland Square in Akron.
Mm-hmm.
And I called you that time too.
Yep.
And I was like, hey, I'm on my way over here. Here's the address. And we both came strapped at that time.
Yep.
And the police was there, so I had to put the strap up. So, but yeah. Anytime I called you and was like, hey, I need this, and you was on it.
And that's
dropped
and
everything.
That's
you
my
did.
point.
Yeah.
So who's wrong? Like I'm not wrong for being there for you.
Right.
It's what we're supposed to do. So, but if the sister put them in a position
Right.
to be laid down, and that person that's doing the shooting is justified, then it's on the sister. Because that
Right.
dude, I don't care what he did, he ain't gonna just let somebody walk up in his house and
beat his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like,
crazy.
that's a no-no.
Couchers, please tune in. I need to hear y'all opinions on this while we still discussing this. But you're right. Go ahead and finish that thought. I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's all good. Yeah, I just like I said, I don't believe that like you are ever justified to attack somebody in their own house, even if what you're attacking them for is righteous. You still gotta respect that man's domain. Wait
Right.
till he come outside, meet him on the street,
Right.
and then it goes down. But anything inside that man's house is justified.
True. And then the simple fact, I don't even think he's going to get charged with anything because they were actually in his house when he started shooting.
Yep.
The guy fell out of the house as he got shot a couple times, I guess.
I would have pulled his ass back in.
But he shot him in the house, in the
Just in
threshold.
case, just to make sure they knew that I shot him in the house. I would have yanked his ass back
I
in.
mean,
a little bit.
there's video
It's all
evidence. of
recorded.
it, so,
Yeah.
Oh, if it's video
it's-
evidence, then we good.
It's recorded,
Yeah.
so I don't think he's gonna even get charged in that. Tales on the Ground said the girl is at fault. He was defending his home. Definitely was defending his home. So this is the thing. As the brothers, you going to the home of your potential niece or nephew, right?
Mhm.
Because I don't know what sex the kid is, or
Right.
it could be a them. I don't know. They didn't give that information out, but you're an uncle, right? So you know this guy, right? So if you need to call him up and figure the shit out, because 9 times out of 10, she gonna go back to this motherfucker
Yep. Every time. She might still go back to him now.
after he done killed her brother.
Yep.
Right. So prime example, I treat my little cousin like my little sister, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remember one day she called me, and I knew her. I knew her daughter's father, and we smoked together. We had hung out a couple times because of my cousin, aka my little sister.
Mm-hmm.
And he had put his hands on her one time, and she called me up because she know I'm a big bruh, and I'll fuck a motherfucker up. But she called me and was like, hey, he put his hands on me. I need you to come over here and fuck him up. And you know what I did? I say, listen, I'll fuck him up, but I got a question. Are you going to stop fucking with him? Because I'm going to beat his ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you, in your heart of hearts, don't know if you going to continue to fuck with him or not fuck with him, I need to know that before I come over there and fuck him up. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because that, to me, that's a valid ass question.
It is.
Because a lot of times, you go beat somebody like just like if it was the roles was reversed, right? You call your sister or your cousin or whatever to come beat, your kid's mom's ass,
Mhm.
right? They should ask the same question as well. are you gonna still continue to fuck with this person?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I understand y'all got kids together, and you don't have to be there 24/7 to be a good father. I am living proof of that because I split up with my first ex, and then she acted like she ain't had no kid, and that's what made me a single father, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can still have that interaction, and they can still get their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? But I asked her that, and she couldn't answer that question. So I was like, I'm not fucking him up. Like, there's no reason for me to fuck him up. And then you go right back to him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And then you still sleeping with him and still fucking with him. Because that's a decision you have to make for yourself in order for me to fuck somebody up.
Yep. And then you end up looking like the asshole.
Exactly. Then I look like the fucking asshole. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that shit is this story, when I seen it, I was like, this shit is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, because she had, to me, she should have never called her brothers to handle whatever dispute her and her kid's father was having.
Now, if he's sitting there beating her down,
call the fucking police.
Call the police.
Call the police. Get a restraining order. Put his ass in fucking jail.
Yep.
Don't put anybody else's life in jeopardy, because every action has a consequence.
And then if that's her dude, she know he's strapped. Like,
exactly.
Everybody know. I love guns. Now I'd rather fight, but people don't fight no more, so I still bring my stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'd rather fight. I love it. But people don't fight no more, man.
Right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Like, it's just the reality that we live in. So she should have at least at the minimum warned him, hey,
he's strapped.
He's strapped though. And that put him, that at least they know the situation, what they walking into.
And then you go in this house.
Yeah,
that's where put the shoe on the other foot.
That's where the onus comes on them just a little bit.
Exactly, because if you go into somebody's house, there's no telling what they got in their house. That's just like if somebody come to your house, you know you strapped.
Yeah.
So you know, motherfucker, you in my house. You know what I'm saying? My home, my castle. You are bound, and then you go to jump him. You really think he not gonna pull a gun on you in his house?
Yeah, it's weird because like it's one of those things where you sit back and you think, like, if my sister called me, which she has,
right?
If she calls me, I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
It's I don't know. It's a thing, like, but she shouldn't put you in that position,
right?
I think. And sometimes you even in that second when you're thinking about what you're gonna do, sometimes you got to take a step back and ask questions.
You have to.
So what am I walking into? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What's the situation?
Right.
So I don't know. I hope the other brother pulls through, and hopefully the sister doesn't, take it that hard.
Right.
But which I'm pretty sure she is. But I just hope she don't go back to the dude. That's gonna be an awkward family reunion.
Ladies, chime in on this one. Please chime in on this one.
Okay, can you imagine him going to the family reunion?
Oh no, he would definitely have to stay away from the family reunion. Let me give you this. Let me give you this other example.
Can his kids go to the family reunion?
That's a good question.
Like, your daddy killed my
your daddy ain't shit.
Yeah, like
he killed your uncle.
Yeah.
How do you tell a kid that? Like, seriously, how do you tell a kid
I'm
that?
with you.
What if this was that kid's favorite uncle, right?
Yeah, that's his dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so then what?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of different scenarios and, different outcomes to this story. So who gets charged in this?
Nobody.
Well, they went into his house unlawfully, trying to beat him up.
The brother gets charged for murder.
The brother,
the one that lived, get charged for murder
of his own brother.
Yep.
And assault on the owner of the house.
If you're in commission of a felony, if somebody dies, you get charged with murder.
Right. So should the girl get charged? Because she the one called the brothers.
It depends on what her motives were.
Her motives was for them to go over there and fuck him up.
Then she committed a felony. She was in act of a felony.
Right.
So she get charged with murder. If
Whoa.
you commit a felony and there's a murder that occurs adjacent to that felony, then you get charged with murder.
Ashley T chimed in and said the girl should be charged for setting up the assault. I agree.
And with that, it's automatic murder. It's
true.
It's an automatic murder charge because that person died. Somebody died.
Died
in the commission of a felony.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. Tales on the Ground said she gets charged also, no questions asked. Yeah, so listen, I had a situation that happened in my family that was similar. Oh shit. Heads in the air. My favorite sand nigga then chimed in. I see Lex Vegas in the building too. What's going on, Lex Vegas? Nick Jabor in the building. That's my guy. What's going on with you, fam? Ashley T also said it's no different than hiring a hitman. Absolutely right.
That's a fact.
Yeah, Nick, we talking about the girl that called her two brothers to her kid's father's house to go beat him up. And they went in the house and tried to fight him, I guess, and he pulled a strap out and shot both of them. Ended up killing one of the brothers, and the other brother's in critical condition. We just discussing the fact of who's getting charged in this. We came to the conclusion the brother is going to get charged with murder, and she should get charged as well because she corroborated the whole thing. I had a similar situation happen in my family, right? Okay, so my one of my female cousins calls my uncle to come to where she's at for the boyfriend, right? And double murder charge. That's what Nick Jabor said. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So she calls my uncle. My uncle go over there. Of course, my uncle's strapped, but of course he goes to this guy's house. Never went in the house, right? Went to go talk to him. They get to talking. The dude started talking shit, pull his gun out on my uncle and shoot him in the stomach. Almost killed my uncle, right? Right? You think my female cousin ended up fucking with that guy again after that?
Yeah.
Sure did.
But can he come to the cookout?
Cried the victim?
Yep.
Did she cry the victim?
Yeah.
Sure did.
And now your uncle the bad dude.
And my uncle was the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't ask you to do all that.
And my uncle was pissed because like he was pissed that he couldn't grab his gun quicker because he would have killed the motherfucker.
Right.
And then my uncle would have been wrong. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
But now, where's my cousin, my female cousin staying?
At your uncle's house, probably.
Exactly.
Never fails. Man.
Never fucking fails, dude. Like never fucking fails. So I was like, a lot of the cousins, and we was like, man, we should go fuck them up. Then we thought about it, was like, man, that's like literally all her fucking fault. Let the law handle that shit.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Because
I ain't about like for what? You know what I'm saying? She's stupid enough to still fuck with this dude.
One of the funniest situations I've ever had was I was driving down the street with my cousin, and we saw this woman getting her ass whooped by her dude.
Woo!
I'm talking about like he was dragging this chick by her hair.
See, that's different.
How's it different though?
When you out and about and you
ain't different.
But hold on.
I'm just talking about to the mindset of some of the females when they're in love with a dude.
When they're in love with a dude, right?
Because she was, my cousin went out and swung because I was driving.
Right.
My cousin hopped out the car. quicker than I because I had to put the car in park.
Right. He like, hold up. I ain't
about
to let this female get drugged on the motherfucking street.
Yeah. She jumped on my cousin's back. Like
for breaking it up, trying to help her from getting killed.
Yeah, he was like,
or getting fucked up.
Let him whoop your ass some more than.
So she jumped on him because he jumped out to figure out what was going on to make him stop beating her ass.
Yep.
And she got mad at him.
She jumped on his back.
Wow. Don't be touching my man while he beating my ass.
Like you can't make some of this stuff up, man.
You really can't, man. You really can't. Yeah, that's fucked. That's literally fucked up. Like literally. So you go jump on my back because I'm trying to make sure you don't get fucking mud stomped in the fucking ground.
And she bloody too. I
right.
mean, this dude wasn't like taking it easy on her. Like he's dragging her by her hair, giving her uppercuts every few seconds.
Damn.
Like he was going to work,
fucking her up,
Yep.
just dragging her.
he probably was weak, but
Yeah, I mean, just stay up.
I mean, and I'm sure there was some alcohol involved, but
Yeah.
I mean, as soon as my cousin went over there and swung on him, get off my man, and jumped on his back.
Wow.
And
Please tell me he like hip tossed her off.
oh yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
My cousin's a different type of dude.
Yeah. All right, bitch, keep getting your ass whooped then. You know?
You've met him. You've met one of the interesting people in my family. So
Oh shit, heads in the air. Nick Jabor gonna say too much shooting. Whatever happened to the good old fist fight? Whoop
Don't nobody
somebody's
fist
ass or get whooped and take it.
Yep.
Yeah, don't nobody want to fight no more, man. Yeah, because like so me and Miss KT was talking a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and then a week prior, the same story, the Akron story of two 21-year-olds or 22-year-olds females in the bar or whatever, get into it. The one girl beat her ass, the other girl afterwards go get a gun and kill the girl that beat her up.
yeah,
Literally killed her.
yeah,
Yeah, because she got her ass beat.
yeah. I remember one time I got jumped, and my mom took me outside. My mom and my crazy uncle, and they lined up all the boys that jumped me. He was like, "All right, hope you had your weeds today. You about to fight each one of them individually now."
Hands up. Yeah.
And they all ran. They dispersed very fast.
Yeah, because they ain't want to fight
They
you
didn't wanna
one-on-one.
fight you one-on-one.
Mm.
But like she was like, "You about to fight each one of them one-on-one." And I was like, "Damn, all right, let's work."
Right.
But,
'Cause now you want your get back.
yeah, I want my get
You
back.
like, hell yeah, let's do that shit.
They don't do that no more, man.
No, definitely not.
They coming back shooting, bro.
Definitely.
And that's
Motherfuckers
why,
start
that's why now,
shooting instead of-
unfortunately,
yeah.
you got to be just as on point with your gun
Ugh,
game. And it's
man.
sad because
Got to.
we grew up in the age where we did fight, but it don't mix with these young dudes
Nope.
and some of these punk old dudes too.
You right. Because we grew up in the age where it was on site. Like we was fighting on site, motherfucker. Like if I tell you on site, when I see you in school,
Drop your book bag.
we fighting. Period. We get suspended. When I see you on the street, we fighting on site,
Yep.
right? You get your ass whooped. Next time you see that motherfucker, you fighting again,
Yep.
right? And then if you get your ass whooped that time, you might try to be cool with him, or you go fight him again. And then you lose, then you definitely go be cool with him because you ain't just gonna keep getting your ass whooped every time you see the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's just how it was. That's how it was. I know motherfuckers that got their ass whooped twice and then end up becoming like the best of friends with that person that whooped their ass twice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how it was with me. The one street fight that I lost
Uh-huh.
Was-
You was his best friend afterwards.
is my cousin.
Oh.
And so I was 12 and he was 18.
Oh shit. Wait. He beat your ass at 12?
Now it was it was snowing. It was a random snow in Washington, D.C., which never happens.
Mhm.
And he threw a snowball at me, and me being the 12-year-old that I was,
Oh yeah.
I went and punched him in the face.
The 12-year-old that was also got shot at. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I went and punched him in the face, and yeah, his friends had to pull him off me. But afterwards, he said, for you to be able to want to have the nuts to come up and
Right.
swing on me,
Right.
and people know who I am, he was like, you can roll me anywhere. And we've been like this since.
But he's also your cousin though.
Well, that
I do think that makes a big difference. Oh shit, he mollywopped your ass, huh? He was fucking you up.
luckily his friends pulled him off him like after 2 punches.
Okay.
I keep it 100. Like they pulled him off me pretty quick.
If they wouldn't have pulled him off, you'd have been fucked up.
It would have been a bad L.
Right, it'd have been all bad.
Yeah.
That nigga said, Stacy.
Because even though I was a different type of 12, that still would have been a different type of L.
Oh shit, Timmy! Yes, he said Stacy. Nigga, don't say my name in here. Little nigga, you got heart.
What What movie is that?
The Wood, man. One of my favorite fucking movies of all time. Y'all, if y'all ain't never seen The Wood, go watch The Wood. Y'all like Tay Diggs, go watch The Wood. Phenomenal movie. Oh, I love that movie. Came out in fucking 99. Yeah, that's a good movie.
My cousin Rob, he's a good dude, man, but it could have been different that
Could have
day.
been all bad.
Yeah.
Could have been all bad. That's crazy. All right, let's go ahead and tackle this next topic that we got. So you was telling me comedy is not free speech. What's going on with that?
So I like back in the day, comedy, you could talk about anything.
Yeah.
Like a comedian can get on stage. You got to think Richard Pryor and them, they were, and Red Fox, all those guys.
George Carlin.
Well, I'm talking, the reason why I mentioned those two is because they were talking about racism, and
So was George Carlin.
I know, but they were talking about racism from a different aspect.
Okay.
And they were doing it while segregation and things of that nature were still going.
Mhm.
They still had the space to be able to have those type of comedy specials and didn't get canceled by the people that own like the avenues to be able to get your comedy out, like the TVs and the radios and things of that nature.
Okay.
Those were the only places where you can get comedy out.
What
And
clubs?
the clubs.
Mhm.
I mean, did we own a lot of clubs at that point?
No, not as.
And that's what my point is. So
us, you're talking about black folk,
right? And so
No.
at that point, they still were in those clubs having the same conversation,
Mhm. And if you talk about us now, a lot of us still don't own that many clubs, either,
right?
so,
And that's my
okay.
point.
Yeah.
So right now, if you have a conversation about any segment of people, you may get canceled for good.
Okay.
And I just think that's unfortunate, especially with us having the First Amendment, be able to free speech, be able to talk about whatever you want.
Give me some examples. I need examples.
So right now, my DC guy, Dave Chappelle, they are coming at him, basically trying to get him canceled off of Netflix.
You know how long ago that was?
Well, they still talking about it.
Netflix said they're not taking.
And I
a
haven't
special
been on
down.
here for.
Oh, I got you. I got you. But Netflix
and in DC,
you can't
the reason
you can't
why
cancel the GOAT. I mean,
and the
it
reason
just
why
won't happen.
is, and you may not, being from Washington D.C., I know the school that he graduated from.
Yeah.
And so recently, they were naming the performing arts portion of the school after him. And
I watched that actually on Netflix.
Yeah.
Because they wasn't taking his shit off of Netflix.
yeah, and
Yeah, the Duke Ellington School of Arts.
yeah, that's the school my sister graduated from.
Okay.
Because she was a dancer,
Right.
not the pole. But
I'm glad you clarified that, but
Yeah,
we did say
just-
School of Arts.
yeah,
I don't know that many strippers that went to School of Arts.
you
but
never know. They might.
that's true. I mean, that's very true.
That's a skill, man.
It's a very, very skill, and they have to be strong if they know how to work that pole. Right, too.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
you're absolutely
I
right.
mean, I just wanted to clarify that.
Okay.
But anyway,
Go ahead.
but the point is, so many people told him he made the right decision by changing the name because a lot of people were coming at him because of the whole LGBTQ letters. I don't remember all of them, but they were coming at him for different. And that's not a dig or anything.
No, just the way you said.
Send me stupid as fuck. Go ahead.
I really don't know all the letters.
Just say LGBTQ plus.
Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah, but there's more letters after the plus. I just say plus.
Okay, all right. Then the LGBTQ plus.
There you go.
All right.
Timmy over here dying.
I don't know what it is. Anyway, so they're basically telling him that you made the right decision by not having the school or that building named after you for that reason of going after that community. But if you listen to what he was actually saying, he was actually giving light to the community.
He wasn't going after the community. Absolutely
No,
right.
he was giving a shout out to actually one of his good friends
Mhm.
who committed suicide.
Yeah.
Who was a part of the community, who was a transgender person. So
Mhm.
I don't know. I just think if you mention anything that's sensitive, that at this point you get canceled, and it's just weird because you would think comedy is one of those spaces where free speech is still, where you can still be able to share your views and share your comedy
Right.
and it's not anymore. And I think it's taken away from the art of being a comic and the art of comedy.
Okay. Nick Jabor was like soft ass generation. I agree. So because you got to remember, like, Kevin Hart couldn't host the Oscars because he made a comment like 10 years prior to that, you know, to the Oscars he was actually going to host, and they tried to cancel him for that. But they didn't. A lot of people get mad over something and they really don't even know what they're mad for.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So to me, comedy is still free speech, but then you got to think about it, because what was the guy from Seinfeld, Kramer,
Mm-hmm.
when he said nigger on stage?
Yep.
Right. He got quote unquote canceled. But then he got scared to perform again.
Right.
So he kind of canceled himself.
Yeah.
Instead of people really canceling him, because your fans, when you do comedy, as long as they have been doing comedy, right? You have your fans,
Yeah.
right?
But
so
you never know.
Your
He
fans
might still be doing comedy at cross burnings, things of that nature. You never know.
who?
The Seinfeld dude.
I mean, that's true. But what I'm saying
I
is,
mean, Klan rallies. You got all these type of things. That
I've done shows at Klan rallies. I mean, what do you mean? And I'm still here to talk about it. But what I'm saying is, when you have fans, your fans fuck with you.
Right.
They know what you're about. You know what I'm saying? So they know the shit that can come out your mouth. They know the shit you can say. Dave Chappelle is definitely not canceled. He just sold out the Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio, here recently, and fucking made a whole hell of a lot of money off of that shit because they was charging arm and a leg for tickets. That's why I didn't go. Plus, I didn't want to be in the nosebleeds. But he sold out that venue. He's also doing his comedy club in Yellow Springs, Ohio. I mean, so it's the simple fact of Kevin Hart has done so much more from not doing the Oscars that year when they brung that up. He's worth so much more and done so much more because he still has his fans. A lot of times I like to say, if you don't like a comedian, just don't watch him.
mm-hmm.
Because you went out of your way to go to Netflix to click on his special to watch the fucking special. So you went out of your way to give him more streams. If you don't like somebody, you don't fuck with them. It's people I don't like. You know what I'm saying? It's people I grew up with, right? And was a good friend of mine. And once I realized who the fuck they was, I was like, I don't fuck with that dude no more. Granted, yeah, I used to still get weed from him and shit when I couldn't find somebody else to get weed from. And I knew he gave fat sacks. You know what I'm saying? But I knew I wasn't fucking with him on the level I was when we were real cool.
Right.
Other people continue to fuck with him, right? I would see him at different functions, say what's up, give him that. He was one of the first people I met, you know, when I came to that neighborhood. So I say what's up, give him that. But I wouldn't fuck with him like that. I wouldn't chop it up with him. We wouldn't have in-depth conversations. Other people were still fucking with him. Then they realized, oh, he a motherfucking snake in the grass. And I'm like, well, I told you, I stopped fucking with him. It's on you to stop fucking with him, right? They find that out that he is snake in the grass, and then they continue to fuck with him. So it's like, so are you mad or are you not mad? Or are you giving him a pass for doing some fuck shit? You know what I'm saying? So if I don't like you, I just don't fuck with you.
Right.
And I won't fuck with you. You know, I remember like 5-6 years ago, way before the pandemic, they was like, oh, a suggested friend, you may know such and such. I'm not fucking with that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they did the same thing for that person, right? They sent me a friend request. I looked at the friend request and laughed. Motherfucker, I don't fuck with you. And of all places, Facebook, when you rarely talk to people,
Right.
I'm not even going to accept your friend request because I don't fuck with you.
Yeah, I don't want you in my business.
Right. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. Like, I can care less. You can see me shine. Yeah, you can see me shine all day, but I don't fuck with you. My page is open. You can go to my page and see me shine, but I don't have to be your fucking friend because I don't fuck with you. So if you don't fuck with somebody, why even, tap the play button on fucking Netflix? That makes no fucking sense to me.
The problem is now we're in a culture where if I don't fuck with you, you can't fuck with that person either. And
See,
we put
that's-
our ideologies on everybody else.
That's a good point. And let's continue that. Let's go ahead and take our one and only sponsor break real quick. And we're going to come back with more of Comedy is Not Free Speech, and that we don't fuck with somebody so you can't fuck with them. Because that's a good topic right there, because we got some information on that. But please, Couchers, don't go anywhere. We got a blast from the past, aka one of the first original hosts of the motherfucking show, Mr. Ferguson in the building. Timmy, send us a break. We'll be right back to you.
Primal Screen in Kent, Ohio. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Quality work, on time, fair prices. For more information, call 330-677-1766. Again, 330-677-1766. Or check us out online, primalscreenprinting.com. If you mention the podcast, you get 5% off. Peace.
Custom Design Aquariums, where we bring your aquatic dreams to life. With your help, using your imagination, together, we will turn your home or office into a peaceful getaway. For a free consultation, call 330-475-5181 or contact us by email at customdesignaqua@gmail.com. Once again, that is customdesignaqua@gmail.com. Mention this podcast and get 5% off. Man, I love me some pizza.
I don't think you love pizza more than I do.
I love me some pizza.
Pizza's so good. Ooh.
Man, I got the best place for you. I was actually there today, man, talking to the owner of Twisted Tomato Pizzeria.
You ain't bring me none?
No, man, I ain't getting no pizza myself, motherfucker. I was just, up there talking, man, up there politicking, you know what I'm saying? But they got 2 locations. They got one in Cuyahoga Falls at 1909 Bailey Road, Cuyahoga Falls. Their phone number is 330-928-2222. And they also have a location in downtown Akron, across the street from Rubber Duck Stadium. Their address is 325 South Main Street, Akron. Their phone number is 330-849-5707. And the best part about the one in downtown Akron is
the beer wall.
The beer wall. I like to call it the Dave and Buster's of beer. The reason I call it that is because they have 36 taps. You go in there, you put money on the card, you walk up to the taps, and you put the card up on the tap and you pour as much beer, but they also have wine, as your heart desires, man. You just
gotta go back.
You just keep pouring and pouring, but you have to drink responsibly. But it is the Dave and Buster's of beer.
I want some.
I mean, it's just so good. It's so good. When it hits your lips, it's just so good.
So good.
Best part about Twisted Tomato Pizzeria is they cater to your needs. Like myself, I don't like cheese. I'm allergic to milk. So I get a cheeseless pizza. I asked them for a cheeseless pizza. They still make the good quality pizza with no cheese, man.
Why you ain't bring none?
I didn't get none. Damn it. Stop asking me why I ain't bring none. I know the pizza good, but
if you would have got some, you would have got 10% off.
I would have got 10% off because I would have mentioned Just Therapy, the podcast, since they're the official sponsor of the podcast, and received 10% off. But I'd have got 10% off anyway because I know the motherfucking owner. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you ask for Brad Cover when you get there and mention Just Therapy and receive 10% off. Because if it's pizza,
it's possible.
Some good shit, man. Miss KT ain't here to do her song, though.
Tomato.
I think you got to go deeper than that.
I see skies of blue. Twisted Tomato Pizza too.
Hey, throw that picture up, man. The picture I sent you. You got it?
Yep.
My man. And this Friday, if you're in the Pennsylvania area, I will be headlining, of course, in Red Lion, Pennsylvania at the American Legion. Showtime is at 8 o'clock. Seating starts at 7. It's going to be me and Ian Kornick. I don't know. I'll learn how to say his name when I get there and I meet him. But it's going to be a great time. It is the Pub and Grub Comedy Tour. And it's going to be some fun, man. I'll be in Red Lion, Pennsylvania this Friday, the 26th of August, doing my damn thing. So if you're close to Pennsylvania area, please come out and fuck with your boy. And we are back. You should have
Just another day on the couch.
Shit has changed.
Usually Miss KT bring us back with that.
Oh, okay.
And he doing her voice because we don't always, because one day she got mad, so we stopped doing it. But then she be like, "Oh, why ain't y'all call me Louis Armstrong no more?" Or Louis, ain't that it?
Yeah.
So. So Timmy is trying to pick up the slack since Miss KT is out this week.
Welcome back, Coucher.
There you go. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Appreciate you always tuning in for this therapy session on a beautiful Monday evening, y'all. Well, we're gonna get back into that topic we just left off at, man. We was talking about comedy is no longer free speech, but then we started into the part of, you remember what you're talking about?
Yeah, how like because I don't like it, you're not supposed to like it,
right?
You know, and I guess my question after that, we can stick to this topic, but my question after that, as a comic yourself, do you question sometimes if I should touch that topic or if it's gonna cause me to like lose fans?
No, not at all. I do not personally. I don't. But it's not like I talk about anything that's not related to what people see or do or experienced in everyday life. Because you've been in my shows, you know, I talk about what everybody can relate to. It don't matter what color they are.
Right. But I think a lot of people like the questions Dave Chappelle was bringing up, the topics. I think it's what a lot of people think about, you know, and I think it's relatable to everyone.
It is.
And it's unfortunate that because he brought it up, I think if anything, he was more so shedding light on the issues that community deals with.
Mm-hmm.
And for them to want to cancel him, it would make me nervous if I was a comedian. If, you know, like in football, if hard tackles was a thing back when I played football, I'd be nervous about making tackles because I like to hit.
Right.
You know,
and that's how you get injured, worrying about
it
being too hard.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then in comedy, wouldn't that be how you would not be funny? Like if you were too busy worried about, well, I can't offend this person, I can't offend that person.
Well, so when I started and when I found my voice, one of my famous things to say, not even during a show or just period, was if I don't offend at least one person, I'm not doing my job.
Right. But
you can get offended in any kind of way. It doesn't have to be talking about, you know, LGBTQ plus community or anything like that. Some people can get offended over the stupidest fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? And they asshole pucker up real tight, like, you know.
But nowadays, if they pucker up, they're gonna do what we were talking about. They're gonna say, okay, well, to my community, you have to dislike this person. And if we dislike them, then everybody has to dislike them because my community matters.
Yeah, I mean, I hate that you said it like that.
It's a fact, though. That's the way it's portrayed now.
Well, but this is my thing. I don't worry about who I offend. I mean, if something offends you when I talk about my son being a preemie, that can offend people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that just makes no sense to me because you can be offended over anything. So I went to a place in Indiana where I was the first Black headliner to be at that club that I headlined at in all months Black History,
right?
You know, in February. So I was making Black History and Black History Month when I went there, Somebody got offended when I walked in and was mad at the owner. Was like, I come here all the time and I come to see comedy, and that's your fucking headliner. Like, and so I offended him by just walking in and being the fucking headliner. You know what I'm saying? And the owner was like, well, if you're fucking offended, because I can do whatever the fuck I want with my business and have whoever I want, you know, slang these jokes, you can fucking leave and never come back. He left, but I'm sure he was fucking probably back the next day.
The problem is the quote unquote owners are not doing that. They're saying, well, if these people are offended, then
nope, I don't believe that. You got me fucked up because, but Matt, hold on.
I'm not talking about in clubs. I'm talking about in like
in where? Because
in life, like a lot of the people are starting to say, well, if this group is offended, then I'm offended.
He's not like, if we still talking about Chappelle, he's not losing any sleep or losing any money.
I'm not talking about Chappelle.
I get that because
Chappelle's the GOAT.
Yeah.
It's easier for people to like Chappelle to. All right, so for instance, if Ray Lewis takes somebody head off,
or kill somebody and not get charged with it, okay, go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
If Ray Lewis takes somebody head off back in the day, and I take somebody head off, they're gonna look at Ray Lewis and be like, okay, that's Ray Lewis, but you're nobody, so you're getting fined, you're getting X, Y, and Z, you might get kicked out for a year. You know what I'm saying? Like
over a helmet to helmet hit, or actually taking somebody's fucking head off,
like a helmet to helmet hit. Like,
I mean, but there's big names that get fined for that now, though. They don't get banned from the NFL because
but some people do.
Who got banned from the NFL for a helmet to helmet hit?
Perfect.
Who?
Perfect. He was with Cincinnati, went to another team, I think the Raiders,
and
he had a helmet to helmet and he got kicked
out. But how
it.
many helmet to helmets did he have
Doesn't
before he
matter.
got? Yes, it does. Yeah, it does.
Most of Ray Lewis's hits were,
but they didn't have that helmet to helmet contact rule. When they made the rule, Burfict had so many helmet to helmets where he was warned, like, you have to tackle different. People are getting CTE, people are getting concussions, people are committing suicide because they have CTE because they got hit in the helmet too many times. Junior Seau.
Oh, I know.
So
I know all about that.
And I get that.
My point I'm trying to relate
but
is.
What I'm saying is, if you do it too many times, yes, but that's a different thing. That to me, that doesn't equate to comedy.
But if you listen to what I'm saying, is my point is, a regular person that's starting out comedy shouldn't have to be in fear of touching a topic.
No, this is the thing. A person starting a comedy needs to be fearful of being funny. Just be fucking funny. It doesn't matter. Be funny, because I've seen so many comics that start off and try to be edgy, right? Or try to like push the boundaries, right? But it's not funny. You have to be funny. Then you can do that in your craft. Be funny first. Fuck trying to push the envelope. Fuck trying to push the boundary. Just be funny. Then you have nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing, because people would try to do edgy fucking material and wouldn't get any laughs. Oh, they didn't like me. No. It's not that they didn't like you. You wasn't fucking funny. Be funny. I've heard different edgy jokes. If they're funny, people are going to fucking laugh. I've heard people do 9/11 jokes and that whole crowd laughed at the fucking joke. Because why? It was funny. I've heard people do 9/11 jokes and nobody laughed at it because it wasn't funny.
Right. No,
Funny is funny.
I agree with that. I guess
that's why I don't agree with not to cut you off, I don't agree with the football analogy, because it's not this, to me, that's not the same thing.
My point with the football analogy is certain people, like let's take it to basketball. Maybe that's easier.
Okay.
The 5th, 6th player on the bench isn't going to get the same respect foul calls that LeBron James would get, or any other superstar would get. Michael Jordan used to get back in the day. I think it equates the same with comedy. Like that person, Dave Chappelle is no matter what Dave Chappelle.
I still don't like that analogy, because Shaq used to get fouled hard as fuck, and they wouldn't give him the same foul calls because, oh, he's so big, it won't affect him. It's been times where LeBron would get fouled the shit out of him and they wouldn't give him the call. You know what I'm saying? Oh, because he's so big and tough. He's so strong. You know what I'm saying? It's just that analogy.
Okay.
It doesn't
My
work
point is a comic that is not on the level of Dave Chappelle.
Which would be me, Tim, all these other comics. Every comic in the world.
There has to be a level of, I wonder if I can do that joke.
To me, I've been in it 13 years, so I don't worry about it. Timmy, let's talk to Timmy. Do you worry about, oh, I can't do that joke?
No, because like you said, I do jokes that's like relatable. Like, I mean, I talk, or at least that you can see, like, because I talk about fat jokes, like, and you see I'm clearly fat.
You offended me. I used to be fat.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, if you offended, it clearly you felt it in some way. So I'm speaking from truth. Like, and because I live my truth and I don't have nothing to hide, like, even if they tried to cancel me, it wouldn't bother me.
Right.
But like you said, like your crowd is gonna follow you anyway. Obviously, I'm not as big as Dave Chappelle. I mean, physically maybe, but not like, you know, his fame.
You're way bigger than Dave Chappelle. So.
Exactly.
So am I. It's
so
okay.
can a skinny person have the same effectiveness?
So
as someone that's larger, what my point is, that person that's skinny having that conversation, a group of people obese, they may see that and try to cancel that guy.
So it comes from me. It comes, where does it come from? Now,
right.
If my skinny best friend is talking about growing up with a fat best friend, and I understand it because, damn, I can see my skinny best friend going through that. Like,
right.
Or somebody that was a big dude that had a skinny best friend could see, damn, yeah, we did have times like that. Like, I mean, so it depends on where the intent is.
Right.
If the intent is malicious, then then I can understand it. But if you're coming from a place that's wholesome
and pure, yep,
it's nothing. It's funny at that point. It's pure.
But as a person, I'm not a comic, so
we know,
and I'm still funnier than him. But okay. Anyway, the I
mean, you gotta admit that was funny.
What was him saying?
I guess my issue is because I like comedy. Like, that's my favorite genre to watch. It sucks because that's where Dave Chappelle was coming from. He was coming from exactly what you were saying. He was talking about his friend who committed suicide. That's the whole point of that whole special, right?
I wouldn't say that was the whole.
I mean, I'm talking about the end of the special. Whole LGBT.
Q plus. It's okay. I got
okay.
You. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole point of that, the end of that special was directed to bring awareness to his friend and her committing suicide and rallying behind it, and it seemed like he got canceled for that reason.
Well, I think he kind of went into it knowing the consequences of it, because
he set it up with it too.
Yeah, and it was more so like he was talking about how people were saying that he was a hater of the LGBT community.
I got you all.
Yeah, right. I don't know the letters. LG plus. So he
send all your hate mail to Timbuktu, Timothy Washington Jr. on Facebook.
I'm a part of the LGBTQ community. I'm the letter M for multiple. No, but I mean, he was really trying to shed the light on how he couldn't be a hater of it, because this person I've interacted with and we had a great time. We have a great relationship. How could I? It's kind of like how the white person say, "I don't hate black people. I got a black friend."
Right.
That's how they took it. But he was also trying to shed light on, I don't hate anybody, but when I make jokes, it's about everybody.
Yeah, because everybody can get these fucking jokes, and until you realize you're not above getting joked about, then then people gonna want to cancel you. But this is the thing. Who really got canceled? Nobody. They might say, "Oh, we're going to cancel him." Like Boosie, when they tried to cancel Boosie, is he canceled? people still listening to his music? People still streaming it? Yes, they are. Why'd you give me the buzzer?
It was he canceled?
Oh yeah, okay.
I guess my issue isn't for Dave Chappelle, it's for comics. Because again, I'm coming from a place where I like I said, I love comedy, and I don't want it to become watered down because everyone's afraid to get canceled. So that's kind of where I'm coming from.
No, and I get that part, but where I'm coming from is there's few and far in between comics that actually like have material on LGBTQ plus community. Most of the jokes that people, most of the comics that have jokes on that are part of the LGBTQ plus community, and a lot of those comedians are not boycotting Dave Chappelle.
Right.
They're not. It's the regular common folk that think they are up in arms about something, but really don't know why they're boycotting them. That's boycotting them. But is he losing any money? Is he actually
He's
canceled?
not, but I guess my concern is the next guy, like the guy that's not Dave Chappelle. That's
but
my
no
concern.
one's really doing the jokes like that. No one's doing jokes or material like that though. That's where I'm coming from. Nobody's really doing those type of jokes where they're going to get canceled. You see what I'm saying?
Unless they are part of the LGBT.
Right. And they're not going to get canceled by their own community is what I'm saying. Like, that's where I'm coming from on that situation.
I just, like I said, I just think comedy is one of those things where I think it should be anything goes. And I think that's the reason why comedy is what it is.
Okay. So let me ask you this. You go to a comedy show, right?
Mm-hmm.
The white comic gets up there and says, nigger, nigger, nigger. Yeah. That's not going to offend you?
It's going to offend me.
Exactly. So you ain't going to want to beat his ass after the show?
I probably will.
Exactly. But are you personally going to cancel him and be like, hey, this white dude wasn't funny, whatever his name was, because he said nigger 3 times and it wasn't funny?
No, it probably was funny. He just got his ass whipped because he said the word.
You said anything goes though. Once I'm on that stage,
I didn't say he couldn't say the word. I just said he got his ass whipped for saying the word. Like he could say it.
But if it wasn't funny,
then it wasn't funny. That's
exactly. That's my point. Just be funny. No one really has to worry about it as long as they're funny. Funny overrides everything. We used to do shit on purpose when I started out. Like the first 5 years, me and the Cottage. That's what, because like they called it something different because. I'm not even gonna say what they called it, but I called it the Cottage, and the group of friends that I started with, we used to go to open mics and do shows where we would do this exercise. I said, well, I don't know why I put extra words, extra letters in exercise. Damn, I said it again. Either way, we would go to work out, and it was a workout we did where we would dig ourselves a hole just to see how long and if we could dig ourselves out of the hole. We would say something that was so offensive and we knew it was offensive, right? Some people thought it was funny, most people didn't, but we would do it on purpose, starting out our fucking set just to work to see if you can build to where they will forget about what you said at the beginning and be on your side at the end. We did the shit on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people couldn't dig themselves out of the hole. I used to love that exercise because I would be able to dig myself out of the hole. I wouldn't dig a 6 feet deep hole. Some people would dig 6 feet, 8 feet. I would dig like a 4 or 5 foot hole. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I can get out of that shit. Some motherfuckers would go 12 feet deep and never be able to fucking recover from that shit. You know? Right. But it was a fun exercise to do to see if your joke stood the test of time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's still about being funny. Couches, what y'all think about that? I know Nick Jabor said soft ass generation.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. I see what point you trying to make, but as a comic, the point I'm trying to make is just be fucking funny.
So you're saying that being funny eliminates any repercussions?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Look at Dave Chappelle. He's still funny. It still eliminates. He's not canceled.
I think it's because it's Dave Chappelle.
I think it's because he's funny as fuck. Because
And
if
you
he,
may-
if,
I don't
'cause
know
if he
who's right
wasn't,
or wrong. I
because
just-
if he wasn't funny, do you really think people would still pay $150 or $200 or $1,000 to sit on floor seats to go see him?
There's a comedian that I think is really funny. He made a joke that offended a group of people, and people are trying to cancel him now.
Who? What?
His name is Nimish Patel.
Oh, Nimish Patel. Okay.
They're trying to cancel him now, and I think everything he said is funny. Like,
can you give a generalization? See, I got that word right. I couldn't get exercise. I still can't get that right, but I got that right, and that's a more difficult word than. Why can't I fucking say exercise? What the fuck? Either way, can you give a generalization? Because I can say that one of what the joke was about.
he made a joke about the LGBTQ plus.
Oh, okay.
And it was funny.
And they trying to cancel him now.
And his stuff dropped.
Hey, sometimes you gotta. Sometimes your body of work has to be funny.
See, and that's what I'm saying. So if someone doesn't have the body of work, can they not be edgy?
Yeah. I mean, you gotta know who you can't piss off.
See, and that's what I'm saying. Like, but back in the day, you didn't have to think about that.
True, but then back so because back in the day, Bernie Mac would be like, and I'm quoting Bernie Mac because on the Kings of Comedy, he called his nephew fucking faggot. Remember?
Yep.
That's what he said, but he didn't get canceled for it.
And that was because back in the day, that was a normal word that you could use.
It was, but now times is different.
You can't even call your friend joking with him. Like that'd be something that back in the day.
Mm-hmm. Come see my setting. Come hear my my what I close with. But I still haven't got canceled. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
That's true.
So it's like, I guess
as a
funny instead of
person,
trying to be edgy. You know what I'm saying?
I guess as a person that just really loves comedy, I just don't want to see it become watered down.
Dude, I get it.
Because I really like it. Like one of the edgiest people, Gerard Carmichael.
He just came out.
Yeah, well, yeah, I saw that. And
but a lot of people said that special wasn't even like a comedy special.
It was the worst thing I ever saw.
They said They said it was horrible.
He was in tears half of it.
Because all he was trying to do was come out.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't you do that? Don't do a special. Like
it was so bad. And it wasn't bad because he came out, obviously.
It was bad because funny.
Like he was talking about, and it would have been better if it wasn't a comedy special, if he was having like a sit down with somebody and they interviewed him.
And he could interview with Gayle King.
It was real. It was a
damn, Timmy, get off your phone, fucker.
It was a real, like, it was deep. You wanted to watch it because it was deep.
Right.
You want to watch it because it was deep, but you can't go into it thinking it was a comedy special.
No.
And if you do, then you're gonna be highly disappointed. And I was, because like halfway through, like you're damn near in tears with the kid, So I don't know.
I thought it was okay.
Really?
I thought it was okay.
I have not seen it, but I've heard other comics, like funny female comics, talk about it and was like, I'm doing a special, but I'm not coming out, so it'll be funny. I was like, ooh.
You really thought that was okay?
So yeah, I mean,
saying
but
that
I also
just to say face?
No, not at all. Because if it's trash, I'm gonna tell you it's trash. I guess I took it at face value. I kind of knew, like the way he delivers his comedy, it was him. Like I feel like it was him doing his comedy, but also having a conversation. Have you seen some of his other specials?
I've seen all. Like, I'm a fan of it.
Okay.
Like I'm a true fan. I can name off some of his best material, But most of that comedy special his hands was in his face. Like, I mean, his face was in his hands like this most of the time.
Okay.
Like damn near in tears.
It was in front of his family. It was literally his. It was a.
I mean, he was talking about the hardships of him coming out to his mom and what his future relationship may or may not look like with his mom. Like the dude, you could see he was in tears when he's like, that wasn't funny. That was sad.
And also, I mean, when you see Jared Carmichael, when I heard that he came out, I was like, oh, I thought he been came out.
Well, yeah.
Truthfully,
yeah, that's real.
I mean, truthfully,
that's real.
I mean, that's just how I felt. Funny dude, not taking nothing away from anything of the stand-up or anything. I just thought he was already out as a gay man. Period. I really did. I thought he was already out and open because I thought he was gay. It was almost like one of those things where we knew, like, you know what I'm saying? Like
some of his mannerisms were,
I mean, people got mannerisms, but I mean, I thought the motherfucker, I mean, I been thought like he came out. Like I didn't know it was like a thing but when they said he came out on a comedy special, I was like, what? Really? Where the fuck I been at? Like this just happened? I thought it was old.
No,
but no, it was new.
Yeah, it's recent.
This year.
Yeah. I mean, whatever. All right. Yes, and we're about to get to our favorite topic. It is still our favorite topic, motherfucker. Crazy, funny,
fucked up
news. Yeah. He still kind of remember. Look at that. He still kind of remember. Oh shit. Listen to this shit.
Oh boy.
Woo wee! This is definitely one that's gonna take the cake. Police, woman demanded oral sex at gunpoint, shot at man as he fled the apartment. She shoots at her fucking date for not giving fucking head. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's wrong with that?
The woman shot at the guy for not giving her oral.
Yeah.
What do you mean? What's wrong with that?
You should have gave her that.
So you fuck the story. So you mean to tell me you shooting at females for not sucking your dick? Is that what you're saying?
Not me, but
but you agreeing with her. You're agreeing with her. You're agreeing with her.
Give her the tongue, man.
Wow.
I think I may have heard the story, and you might not want to give her head anyway.
I didn't hear the story, but I'm just saying, man.
A man leapt from the second floor apartment Monday.
Her stuff must
second
stink.
floor Monday after a gun-slinging woman tried to shoot him because he refused to give her oral sex. Police says Anisha Speed was at the victim's LaBelle Avenue apartment Monday when things went south. This reporter's clever. According to the arrest records, the man invited Speed to his apartment after the two spent much of the day together. Once inside the apartment, the victim says Speed asked him to perform oral sex for her. He declined, and Speed responded by whipping out her 40 cal handgun.
Damn.
The affidavit said. Did my motherfucking I'm about to say. Speed allegedly aimed the gun at the man and threatened to shoot him if he didn't give in to her demands. When the man grabbed Speed's wrist, she apparently fired a round into the wall. He then ran out onto the second floor balcony and jumped to the ground as another shot was fired in his direction. Officers found Speed outside the apartment a short while later. Timmy, really? He's going to keep shooting? She allegedly resisted handcuffs and had to be taken to the ground before she was taken into custody. After searching the apartment, officers found the live 40 cal rounds and spent shell casings. They also discussed They also discovered Speed had apparently stolen a shotgun and PlayStation 4 game console from the victim's home. She was booked into the East Baton Rouge Parish prison Tuesday on charges of attempted second-degree murder, illegal discharge of a firearm, theft of a firearm, resisting an officer, and tampering with evidence. This motherfucker was at his own house and got shot at because he wouldn't eat the punani. Couchers, please chime in. Timmy, what do you think about this crazy shit?
Man, I kind of agree with Ferguson Carter over there.
Whoa.
What the fuck is that?
Coach Carter. He said we played a tough game. We won about 50. I want to win. But she had the pussy had to stink. It had to.
You think? Or maybe a lot of women say guys don't. That's just not their thing. They don't go down on chicks. Maybe he just was one of those people that don't go down on chicks.
I mean, maybe he just didn't want to go down on this particular chick. I mean, I mean that might have been the
I mean, was she
reason.
attractive? I didn't see any pictures.
I'm just saying. I mean, he might not have wanted to. He might not have wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm working on the picture right now. I'm gonna send it to you, Timmy.
If that's what I think it is, yeah, I wouldn't. Nah.
I mean,
I couldn't run or jump out a window, so I might have just either got shot or I'd have had to eat that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Timmy, what would you have done in this situation? You would have just got shot, or you would have just ate it?
I probably would have had to take that one on the chin.
literally on the chin, in the mouth.
What if she was a squirt and he knew it, and that was why?
I mean, is that a deterrent?
I doubt if that was the reason.
Some guys don't
why.
like
I mean, I doubt if that was the reason why he wasn't giving her oral. But
But you gotta think he was with her all day though. He's with her all day, so obviously
he was feeling her. Yeah, he was feeling her.
Some
He invited her up to the house, but it was his own house, and then she shot at the motherfucker twice, right? And then took his fucking PlayStation 4 and a shotgun that he had. Like,
which means she had to be mad aggressive.
She robbed the motherfucker too. Oh, she definitely looked mad aggressive. Show the picture, Timmy. I'm gonna put it on the Just Therapy page as well. Look at the screen right here.
Oh, that's a boy.
Why you think she went ahead so bad?
Any hate mail can go to Mr. Ferguson on Facebook.
I'm not a comic. I don't care.
He say that's
which means it's off limits. You can't say it.
He say that's a boy. Right. You don't have freedom of speech, sir.
So was he supposed to go down and lick it, or was he sucking on the strap? I mean,
she at least had one with her.
or did he see it and was like, no, is that a little baby dick? Like, I'm not eating that. Like, I've seen those before. The clit was so big it looked like a little baby dick.
And then you put it with that face.
Oh shit! I'm offended. Oh god! Oh shit! Oh man! So Timmy, I know you heard this story, but I bet you don't remember this. Let's play a little half a game edition since we put up the picture. Again, I will put it on the Just Therapy the podcast page. How old was Miss Speed? How old was she? Timmy, what do you think?
I don't think I ever got the age, but I think she was 27.
Okay, all right.
Let me see that picture again. Can you put it back up?
You think about going down on her?
Oh, man.
And at the beginning, Mr.
Look like-
Ferguson was like, "Why not? Why didn't he just eat her pussy? Like, what do you mean? Like, that's wrong. He deserves to get shot at."
This a dude though, man. I mean,
But no, you said he deserved to get shot at for not eating her pussy.
if you with a girl all day, that's not what you think.
It doesn't matter.
It was
Like,
with her all day.
but it doesn't matter. Like, you not gonna shoot at me because I don't want to eat your pussy. Like, I mean, and I love eating pussy.
I mean,
but
this dude.
if I don't want to
he
eat your
been in
pussy,
the
I don't
county.
want to
This
eat your
person
pussy.
that you just put up on the
He been in the county.
yeah.
Don't do that. How you know her pronouns?
Because first off, that looked like a mug shot.
Her pronouns are her and she. Okay, because they say
Okay,
Miss
they've been in the
Speed.
county.
They did no. They is still the wrong pronoun, motherfucker.
I don't.
How old do you think
20
Miss
23.
Speed was? 20. You
23.
say 23. Timmy, you said 27.
Yep.
Any couchers want to tune in on this one? Either way, before you guys chime in, none of you are correct. I think this is gonna blow y'all mind when y'all find out how old she was. Y'all ready for this shit?
Yeah.
19 years old.
It makes sense. That's some dumb shit.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you ain't gonna eat my pussy, I'm gonna shoot you. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I really believe that she was asking him to suck the strap.
Suck the strap. So you think she walking around just with a strap on all day and shit?
She whooped it out and was like, "Hey, go down on me."
Oh gosh, that is crazy. And that is this week's crazy, funny, fucked up news. Yeah. And as always, we're getting to that time of the show. But first, I'm gonna give out my social medias. Ashley Tigo says she would have shot him if he didn't do it. Good, good, I bet. You ain't eating it right, motherfucker. I'm shooting you. She said either way, he was getting shot at. Agree, 100%. Agree, 100%. Oh man. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on Facebook at Sean Boyd. And if you're not from Ohio, put in Sean Boyd, Ohio. It'll be a picture of me and Lil Mama. My Instagram is SB Comedy. My TikTok is SB Comedy 1. And Twitter is Sean Boyd SB. But you can also follow us on the page at Just Therapy, the podcast. Go like, follow, all that good shit. You can also listen to us on Spotify under Just Therapy, the podcast. And if you want to send us your hate mail or your insight or your comments or stories for just crazy, funny, fucked up, crazy, funny, fucked up news, you can send those to justtherapypod@gmail.com. Email us. Fuck with us. Because we love you, couchers. Yeah. And as always, we get into that part, the close. We always like to send you out with something you can ponder on until the next time you see us on Redline Radio LLC on all social media platforms or hear us on Spotify. Make sure you go to Spotify, listen to some of the old episodes that Mr. Ferguson was a regular on. Like the podcast, rate the podcast, all that good shit. Share the podcast. Tell a friend. It's a good podcast. So your close this week, something you can ponder on.
I think we should do 2.
You go ahead. I ain't broke nothing down in a minute. No, we always do one. I mean, we don't. You know, we used to do 2. I used to do 1, and then you would do 1. We'd break it down. You know what? Let's go back to that. Let's do that since you're back here. All right, I'm gonna give you 1, and then you give me 1. Matter of fact, you just give me 1, and me and Timmy will break it down. No, that's how we gonna do it tonight.
Cool.
Go ahead. Give us the close. Something you can ponder on.
If you feel as though you're on the right track, don't let criticism sway you. Sometimes the only taste of success some people have is when they take a bite out of you. Just keep going.
All right, that's good. That's good. Say it one more time, man. Say it one more time.
If you truly believe you're on the right path, don't let criticism sway you. Sometimes the only taste of success some people have is when they take a bite out of you. Just keep going.
Okay. Listen.
I was gonna do it if you didn't.
Somebody had to do it. Hey, listen, don't deter your dreams because somebody else is a hater. Because when they take that bite out of you, which is success, they try to take a piece of that success with them for themselves. So keep pushing on that dream, keep floating, keep aspiring to do what you do, never give up, because that inner child in you will never, ever give up.
It's dope.
Listen. You can't allow someone else's fears of anything deter you from doing what you want to do, because their fears, like, oh, you can't do that because when I tried to do it, this is what happened. My experience is going to be different from your experience. Yes, I can maybe learn from your experiences when you tell me those. Like, hey, I ran into this wall, so I might know how to dodge it or even go around it, go through the door, whatever, when you run into that wall. But you can't allow that to stop you on your progress because you want to be able to say that you put your all into it. Just because somebody criticizes you doesn't mean that it even applies to you. It may resonate, but it might not. It might not be the same path, or even like you might have the same end goal, but y'all direction could have been totally different. So continue to do what you do the way that you do it, because you found success in what you did and not the way that they did it.
Hey, that was good. Mr. Ferguson, thank you for that half a short story close. No, it was good. It was a good one. Hey, thanks for being here, man. I hope it was a pleasure having you on as a guest, man.
It's a pleasure to be back.
No, I definitely enjoyed you, brother. Glad to see you, man. As always. I don't get to see you that much anymore. You be hiding and shit. So, but it was good to see you, man. Glad you came and helped me out since Miss KT is out this week. She might be out next week too, but we got a guest next week. But as always, Timmy, good job on the boards as always. Mr. Ferguson.
I ain't fat figuring no buttons.
Mr. Ferguson, it's like you never left. It was a good debate. I like it. It was good. It was like old times. Yep. You were still slow as fuck getting your point out, but it was still a great time, brother.
CTE.
Damn.
You can't teach to talk the teachers.
That's not what the fuck I said.
I think that was better though, Timmy. Hey, Couchers, thanks for tuning in. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next week. God willing. Timmy, take us home, baby.
Peace.